Okay guys, we are back again with another The Last of Us Part 1 patch overview video. In this one I'll be going over all the new changes that's been made in the new 1.4 patch. This seems to be the biggest patch so far. It was like 25 GB. And they say they fixed a lot of things. And let's check it out if it's true or not. And see if the game is better now or worse than the last one, because it should be better than the last one, definitely, because the last one was a disaster and I had to tweak it with the help of a subscriber and it actually worked. So let's see if it's actually better or not. So the first one is optimized CPU and GPU use throughout the game. Let's start counting the FPS. Okay, so this is high settings. I didn't change any settings, and the reason why I'm reloading the same area over and over for this benchmark is it makes it easier for the comparison, because all the other videos I made was in this area only, so it makes it easier for the comparison. So that's why I'm doing the same area of the map over and over and testing everything out. Okay, so these are the settings. Everything is high. High preset like before, and then the display is 1440p with VSync off and frame rate capped to 60, SDLSS quality. Sharpening 35, let's just make it 50. Okay, so I realized it's not using 8 GB of memory like before. It was using more than 8 GB for high settings. Does that mean that they fixed a lot of things to that? We are sitting at, oh my god, that's a lot of sharpness. Ain't looking good. You gotta turn down the sharpness to 37. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, we are sitting at 43 FPS. Seems like that hasn't changed. I used to get 40 FPS, close to 40, 42. And the GPU usage is at 99 and the CPU usage is at 78. I will have a comparison right next to it so you guys can see if it's actually the same or not. I believe it's like a little bit more improved on this update, and I'm getting more frames than the previous patch, so that's definitely a huge improvement so far. And we are having like less stutters, so that's good. Okay, so for the optimized CPU and GPU use throughout the game, we will keep a track on that throughout the whole video and see if it's struggling or not, or having like a fluctuation. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Improved texture fidelity and resolution on in-game low and medium settings. Okay, this is gonna be huge, because on low and medium settings the game looked like absolute trash. So let's see if they actually changed it. Graphics. So let's just try medium first. So you gotta restart the place. Okay. I'm just gonna wait for it to load textures and see how it is now. A few seconds to load it. Oh, this is actually much better. Actually, is much better, and we're getting like 60 FPS. Wow. Okay. And now the frame rate graph is kind of more stable. We're getting like 60 FPS on 1440p. This was not the case before. That is major. Wow, okay, so let's try low now. So this is low settings. On low settings, it is actually, I can say it's much better than what it used to be in the previous patches, because yeah, it definitely is like much better. You can actually see the textures on his shirt and his face clearer now, and there's something. You can actually see the bump mapping and everything more precise. Whereas in the previous patches it was just flat image, just 2D textures. This one is like, it's actually 3D. And check out the gun and see, like, yeah, I mean, it has improved, not gonna lie. Just try going over the 60 FPS cap. And see how much FPS are we able to pull on low settings. We're getting like 70 FPS, 72. The water surfaces no longer appear black. I gotta say, like, I actually noticed those black water surfaces before in the game, but not everywhere when it's on low settings. But now I think it's fixed. It's wonderful. So we're getting around like 60 to 70 FPS on low settings with the DLSS quality. Let's see how it is on high. Just gonna give it like 2 seconds to load the textures. I'm getting around 30 FPS. Oh, that's weird because it was definitely around 41 FPS before, but now it's like 28, 25. Maybe I'll just try restarting and see how it is. I gotta say though, the game actually took like 1 hour for the shaders to build up, so that's still the same. So meanwhile it's loading, let's just go to the other one. Fix the crash that may occur during shader building. I built the shaders without any issue, so that's good for me. I hope it's the same for you guys as well. Oh hell no, I think it seems like I have the same issue as the previous patch, where everything is just messed up. I think something is wrong with the NVIDIA cache happening while it's loading up or something, because it's the same thing that was happening in the previous patch. So that is still here. I do not want to restart and delete all the shaders and rebuild them again and waste like another 1 hour for this. This is a pain in the ass. Let me restart. Okay, we're back in the game. The lag is not here right now, and it's on low settings. You know what? Let me try Ultra and see how that is. Let everything load up and see how it is. I don't like that noise on his body. Is it because of the DLSS? I believe it's the DLSS that's causing that noise on the body like that. And also in the water. Like in the shadows, there's like a lot of noise. And I don't like that. Doesn't look good. But it's not stuttering or anything, so I guess it's better now. I'm getting like 42 FPS on ultra settings. So let's go back to high. Just to make the comparison much easier. I mean, I'm pretty impressed that the game doesn't use 8 GB of VRAM for high settings now after the update. So that's pretty good. So let's go on to the next one. Fix the crash that may occur when quitting to the main menu. I did go back to the main menu like a couple of times and it didn't crash for me yet, like even once. So I think that's good on my side. The next one is fix the crash that may occur when dying after a combat. Okay, we're gonna test that one out. Getting 21 FPS here. That is not ideal. Okay, now the FPS is stuttering.
It's been that way for a long time.
We are survivors.
This is our chance.
It is over, Tess.
Let's see how it goes.
I'm not.
Let's just skip this and see if it has the same issue like the previous patch. Please don't go like, oh hell no. Gotta be shitting me. Now I gotta do the whole deleting the shaders folder and do the whole process again just to get this shit to work again. Oh my god, I'm getting pissed off. This is a pain in the ass, like, come on. Okay, I'll catch you guys after 1 hour. Oh my god, I'm back after 1 hour compiling shaders. This is one aspect of the update that I don't like. This has been persisting ever since the last patch 1.3 and it's not fun. Nobody wants to waste like 2 hours just compiling shaders. I hope this is not a case for you guys, and I don't know why this keeps happening, but yeah, let's just move on with the update patch notes and see how it is. So I just skipped the cutscene and it was not lagging like after the fix. It is working. Okay, let's see how it is. The next one, where did we even stop? I lost my track. Okay, yeah, fixed a crash that may occur when dying after combat. We're about to find that out. We're getting around 60 FPS inside, which is an improvement. So I like every aspect of this update except the fact that you have to do the shader compilation. Like, I don't know why it happens, but it happens. We are running the game right now on high settings and the DLSS quality. Let me make sure it's the same settings. I think it's the same. Fixed an issue on the first boot. Players may experience longer wait times to load into the game. Okay, so for me, it didn't take a long time to load into the game for the first time, so it was normal for me. So if you guys have been experiencing that issue, let me know in the comments. Move on to the next one. Add an option for players to lock and unlock performance stats simultaneously in the HUD menu. Let me see if that's a thing. Oh, okay, I see that. That's a pretty handy feature. So that instead of just going one by one and turning on everything, you can just click one button on and everything just turns on. So that's a good feature. I appreciate that. So that's the thing. Go to HUD and then turn it off, and it should be gone. It's pretty good. Added a texture streaming rate. No. Added descriptions in the graphics menus to better explain when certain settings may affect another. Okay, I think they're talking about this metric right here that says what is using what and all that, and how much RAM is left, and you know, all the good stuff. So I think that's what they're talking about here. So this was a thing in the previous update, if I remember correctly. Did they make it better? I'm not quite sure, but this is a good feature. You get to know what's using what, how much of VRAM and all that, so it's pretty good. Added texture screen streaming rate setting. Oh, okay, so this is a new option. Load in the textures according to the VRAM usage. So that's pretty handy. Like if you have like low VRAM, if you have like 6 GB card, this may be really useful. It'll help you run the game better. That's a pretty good option. Fixed an issue where skipping the cutscene during a critical load may cause the game to hang. Oh, I see. So they actually, I think they figured it out, that this is an issue, but it's still there. The game just doesn't hang, it just completely performs like a slideshow after cutscenes. The only way to fix it is the fix suggested in my previous video. So if you guys want to check it out, you can go and check it out. And it actually fixes the issue just like it did for me again today. So yeah, I don't think they fixed it from the update. So that's a no. And let me know in the comments if it fixed for you guys. For me, it's a no. What's the next one? Fixed an issue where the shader load warning did not appear while relaunching the game. I did not face anything like that because I do not try to open the game while the shaders are loading. I just wait for it to finish, so I didn't come across this issue. I don't think it's a major deal as far as I'm concerned. So let's move on to the next one. Update the VRAM bar to more accurately display the OS plus apps usage. I think it's related to the same thing like this one. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I think they optimized this better to show you what's in use and what's not and all of that. So the game uses 6.5 GB of VRAM and the rest is like the OS and the other apps. I do have Chrome running in the background, so it may be that one. I don't know if Chrome uses this much of VRAM. I don't think so. Maybe it's just the OS. But yeah, let's just keep it at that. So that's good. The next one is fixed an issue where the screen reader read values for lock settings, which may imply those same lock settings were active. Oh, I think it's the HUD performance metric. I think they're talking about this one. Like if you turn everything off and keep one on, or like if you turn everything on and keep one off, it shows all of them nonetheless. So it should be turned off if you turn one of them off, but it just shows everything regardless. So I think they fixed it now. If you just turn one off and keep everything else on, it should show exactly how it's supposed to be. For me, this was not an issue. Like I tested this out. Let's just see if it's the same thing if it's the same case now. Turn off GPU clock speed. Okay. So we have all of this metrics above us, and the GPU clock speed is not turned on. Now it's here. Okay, so that's good. Move on to the next one. Fixed an issue where aiming downward while using keyboard and mouse may increase camera sensitivity. Okay, I'm aiming down and going down. It doesn't feel like it's increased or anything. It feels the same all around. And it's actually pretty smooth. I can feel the difference from the previous patch to this one. It actually feels so much smoother to move around the mouse and aim. Okay, that is good. So I think they fixed that too, so that's pretty good. Okay, so let's just see if the combat thingy works now. Just try dying in the combat and see if that actually does something. Kill me, guys. I'm all here for you. You guys suck. Can't even hit me, like I'm just standing like this right next to you. There you go, I'm dead. Let's see if it crashes the game. No, it doesn't. No, it didn't. I think that's everything. Working as it should be. Except the fact that you have to do the shaders twice after the compilation thing. It just sucks. Shouldn't be an issue at all. At least the game is playable now, and it doesn't take as much as VRAM for high settings as it used to before, and on low settings for people with a low-end PC or something who plays the game on low settings. It actually looks better now. The game actually looks better. So this guy didn't die. What? So yeah, that's a win in my books. That is definitely a win. How do you change the... There it is. Yeah, the game is actually working much better now. I know it's still stuttering and everything, but still it's like much more playable. Which is what you guys want, which is what everybody wants, the game to be more playable. I'll be making a detailed comparison video later on for the FPS and all of that, the performance comparison video. But for now, for the for the overview video for the patch, this will be it. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this video, and let me know in the comments like if you guys are still facing the issue, or you know, if this patch made the game better for you or not. For me, it's pretty good so far, except for the fact that it does that same thing that happened in the previous patch. But other than that, I'm liking it so far. Everything else looks pretty good. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.